Welcome back to Grassroots Media, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Critters Corner Betsy Shaw Show, where we cover everything on the court with the West Green Lady Buffaloes basketball team. As always, I'm joined here with Lady Buffaloes head coach Betsy Shaw. Coach, how are we doing this evening?
Good, how are you?
Good. Christmas break. I bet you're glad to not be in a classroom all week and be out on the court practicing for most of the time.
Yes. I come here and you just get to go to practice and you go home. It's a lot easier.
It's an easier day.
Yes.
Get to go home, do whatever you want to, get to relax, watch Christmas movies, listen to Christmas music, bake Christmas cookies, do whatever you want to get in the holiday spirit. Don't have much to talk about this week. You haven't had your Christmas tournament yet. That comes next week. But for the time, the only game that you've had was Unaka. Ended up being a home game last Friday night. We previewed that. Ended up coming out on top with a win. Talk about that game and talk about how sweet it was to get another home win to close out your home and away regular season with a win.
It was a good feeling. It was 50-30 was the final score. Morgan had 25 points. Joey had 10 points, I think 7 blocks and 10 rebounds. And we talked about in the locker room a little bit ago, like those two, because you hear about them a lot. And I think Emily Justice had 7. You do hear about them certain ones a lot. But we had a lot of role players do a great job in their role. So Lacey didn't have a turnover. Kaylin McGinnis had 4 rebounds. I think Alyssa I don't think she had a turnover either. We had our, players that are supposed to score for us, but we also had our role players that did a great job in doing whatever their job is to try to help us out too. So it was a good win for us too. Sometimes
that's key to have, because if you get your averages from your main players, sometimes you need those others to step up too. And when things happen like that, good things end up usually happening when you play teams that are on that same skill level as you, and it ended up being true on Friday night when you were able to come out with a win. But how sweet does it feel to close out your home regular season in 2023 with a win?
I think it helps with practice. Winning fixes a lot. It really does, and so it helps with the practice. We've had a really good week of practice this week, and I know we play tomorrow, then we'll have another practice on Friday, but it's just a different, attitudes, and you're just, it's better to be there. So ending on a win at home, before all the practices, it's a good thing to do.
And I think this is a sweep over Unaka, is it not? I think it's a sweep. How many years is this in a row now? Because I think it was last year, 2 years before. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's kind of weird when you finish a home and away series against a team before Christmas break, because usually you play a team once before and once after. But I think with Gibbs and Unaka, the last two that you have on the schedule, you finish both before the Christmas break. You've got Gibbs up next, though. We'll talk about that in just a break, but we need to get a few messages in first, so we'll be right back to talk about that in just a minute here on Grassroots Media.
At Corner Pawn, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pawn can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pawn is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pawn help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greenville, Tennessee. Tommy's Plumbing has provided professional plumbing services to the residents of Greenville, Tennessee for over 30 years. Our experience and reputation have helped us grow our business to add locations in Jonesboro, Tennessee. Tommy's Plumbing is local and family owned, and we offer a full line of plumbing services, such as kitchen faucet, shower faucets, commodes, and bathroom faucets, as well as drain cleaning. We also provide outside plumbing work, such as septic and sewer drain cleanouts, as well as repair and replace. Tommy's Plumbing pretty much does it all. Tommy's Plumbing is licensed, bonded, and insured. Our quality workmanship and passion to provide our clients with expert service is second to none. We guarantee we have the best warranty around. For all your plumbing needs, give Tommy's a call at 638-3662.
Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Critters Corner Betsy Shaw Show, where we cover everything on the hardwood with the Lady Buffaloes basketball squad. As always, I'm joined here with head coach Betsy Shaw. So we know what happened the last time we played Gibbs here at home. It was a pretty close game. Ended up being a 4-point loss that had the potential of being a win. I think you had the ball with the chance to win coming down to the very end. The shot just didn't fall, and then they ended up knocking down 2 free throws to make it more than a one-possession game, going down to the wire. You go down there to play them tomorrow night. Talk about what you expect going into tomorrow night's game, and talk about what you want to do differently to be able to come out with a win.
We scored 2 points in the fourth quarter, I think it was. I mean, we got a score, and they held. You're right. They held the ball last night, minute and a half, and we ended up having a foul.
Yeah.
It was close, but not to put ourselves in that situation. So it's not the last minute and a half, and we're having a foul. So we changed a few things offensively. For the way they play defense. Try to get some more points. We had 28 points the whole game, and Morgan had 21. And so we're going to have some more people step up and score and knock down some shots. We had some shots, just didn't make them. So we got to have a better shooting night. Defense was good. We played good defense against them to hold them to that, but we've got to score.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all. I don't have any secret. We've got to score some points. So
when you hold a team to only, I think it was 32 points,
32
that first time around, then you had to be doing something right on defense. I think that's always the case. Even if a team doesn't shoot well, then you've still got to be playing good defense to some extent. What are some of those defensive mechanics and defensive formations that you kind of want to run against them tomorrow night in their home gym that you ran last time here?
Whether we did man or zone, a lot of times Zai was in the middle. Her girl didn't shoot threes. She'll probably shoot a bunch of threes tomorrow night. I'm saying that, and so she did a great job of protecting the rim. And so then everybody else, we communicated well on defense, especially in man, talking. And they switch all the screens when they play defense, so that's something else we worked on. But being able to make sure we're communicating. I mean, so many things can be fixed if you just talk.
Yeah.
Don't matter what I try to do from the sidelines, but if we don't talk, it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I know last game, the rebound margin was one thing that kept you in the game. I think you had 2 players that were in double figures in rebounds. I think Morgan had that double-double with the 20-point, 10-rebound performance, or 20-plus, 10-plus. And then Joey had 10-plus rebounds, too. Are the rebounds going to be a main focus going into tomorrow night's game, too?
Yeah, they rebound every time they shoot. And offense and defensively, they rebound. And so, we have to box, and we got to go crash the boards every time. Especially if the shots aren't falling. A lot of times shots don't fall as well on the road. Not always, but a lot of times.
Yeah.
So, we've got to rebound and get us those second chance opportunities. They're tall. They have several tall girls, and they're long. So, it doesn't matter. You have to go rebound.
Tomorrow night's a very winnable game, too.
I think
you saw
so.
this here the first time around. You could build a little bit of a winning streak with the win over Unake that we just talked about, and if you get a win over Gibbs, going into the 34th annual Andrew Johnson Bank Ladies Classic. I know that's a reoccurring thing every single year. I don't know how many years in a row West Green's been in it now. I don't know the history quite that much. I don't know if West Green's been in it every single year, but you've got a tough matchup in your opening game this year. You've got Bartlett out of Western Tennessee, a 4A team, very, very tough. What do you expect when you go into that game next week?
We looked up their stats a minute ago. What were they ranked in Tennessee?
Not in 4A, I believe.
And then 28th in Tennessee?
28th in Tennessee. They've got some very tall girls down there, too.
I had 4 girls over 6 foot, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we will have. It's like you think of all this stuff, but odds. We're gonna have to take care of the basketball. I know that because.
Yeah.
And then I'm hoping to spread out the floor to give us an opportunity to drive the basket because we don't shoot consistently on the 3-point line as a team. So that'd be the 2 things. We're gonna play zone. And try to stop them from scoring. So I have 2 girls that's 6 foot.
You can expect them to get a lot of playing time to try to match up.
Yeah, we can only do so much. I don't have a lot of things to say about it, but we'll have to box out. If not, they're going to get to keep shooting on us. And I know they're going to press. I've watched a little film on them, and so they're going to press. So we will have to take care of the basketball. It's just so many little things, but we're going to worry about Gibbs first, and then go in and just try to do our best to be competitive. That's all you can do. And then after that, we'll get some more games in it. But they're good. They won second in 4A last year, and they lost in the state championship. So I guess it's good we're not playing the winner of 4A. But I don't. Speechless. Usually I have a lot to say about stuff, but I don't really have much to say about it. So.
So I was about to say, you've got 6 days away to prepare for
Yeah,
that game.
we do.
You've got Gibbs tomorrow night. Got the final practice in before you go up there to play them in Knoxville tomorrow night. Best of luck in that
Thank
game,
you.
too. Taking next week off, so enjoy Christmas, enjoy New Year's. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Critters Corner Betsy Shaw Show. We look forward to seeing you next time in 2024 here on Grassroots Media.
Was that bad?